Hey guys, today we're gonna do some more programming for like 80 hours, bro. Straight up 80-hour programming stream, guys. No, I'm joking. 80 hours, bro. We couldn't do 80 hours. Anyway, let me just make this shit more visible to me. Put it in the bottom corner, bro. What am I fucking doing? I'm gonna lose that shit. Let's just shrink. Let's make my workspace nice and workable. Make this shit nice and workable. Make that shit tiny, bro. Fucking gonna read it. Somebody's gonna say some shit and it's gonna be way too long, bro. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, bro? This so I can click on it if I need it. Oh, that defeats the whole purpose, bro. The idea is like, look at this. Just click on one, click on the other. So you can switch back and forth easy. A very clean and organized workspace. I call this switch back and forth. Makes a lot of sense, guys. Very efficient. But today, if you look at what I've been working on, we've kind of progressed a bit in the book and shit like that, which is nice because today I actually advanced a lot. I don't know where we left off. I think we left off with 4 loops, but now I'm doing 4 loops. And if you look here, I'm doing a new encryption. Oh my god. Third time, bro. Third time's a charm. The first time we actually got it to do shit. We didn't get it to unencrypt, but that's because it was so fucking stupid anyway, bro. That shit was dumb. This is how you're supposed to write it, bro. Fucking write 4 loops for the win. 4 loop, 4 loop, 4 loop. This is a work in progress. This is before I was like, okay, if I keep going here, what I'm gonna need to do is actually just go into and just fucking make a separate program that does this exact shit. We need to assign for RAS, right? RAS is a thing we need to assign. RAS is basically gonna look like this. So RAS is gonna be a number, a length, if you will. And for each of these, it's going to be an index, which is going to be used to assign indexes. It's weird. It's kind of like, so if you take a word and you take the first letter and say, I'm going to put the first letter of the word hello here, right? So, H. And then you say, oh, I'm going to put the fourth letter here, which is like L or some shit. And then the other one, L. And then 2, E. And then, well, yeah, just figure it out, bro. But, like, obviously, the idea is you take a word or take a phrase or something like that and you assign it to new indexes. Now, of course, the size of that is what's going to matter, too. So, obviously, this can work with variable sizes and... well, I just got it to fucking do this shit to where it won't even produce the same number. See, earlier I had it producing zeros over and over and over again, and you can see here I think it does that shit too. Actually, it doesn't. This one just fucking gets stuck, just like the rest of it. But it also doesn't go all the way. It does 23, bro. Yeah, but it fucking works. Because that will assign indexes. Because it starts at 0, ends at 23, that's 24 numbers. Of course. Common trend here is that it ends on 0. That makes sense, though, actually. So if I assign L, I can basically say, oh, the length is this. We can also say L's a fucking random number. Use another uniform statement, RND equals uniform, but say L equals uniform between C and something something, and it can be a random number each time, okay? So as long as you assign that, be like, oh, well, L equals, let's do it here. Uniform, and of course these are unsigned integers too, so that's interesting shit. Uniform between I don't know, let's say 12 and 36. I like that. It's 3 times the number. And then we're gonna go ahead and compile that shit. And /, and then boom. Fucking only 15 though. But it must have done a 15. So now that we're having this problem where it's getting fucking stuck, is that we're gonna have to Well, also the length thing is an important factor too. So with the length thing, we want to assign numbers from the beginning of L to A length. We also want to put a seed in this, and I don't think you can do that with uniform. I don't think you can assign a seed to uniform. However, if you were to try to do that, my best assumption would be to put it right here. Let's just say it's 3984 or some shit like that. That's fucking good. Perfect shit. Oh. Let's try to compile it. Because I think I've tried this before. Exactly. So you can't put in that because it's one extra argument for it to handle. And that doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work for this. So like I said, I don't know how to assign a seed to this shit, so it makes it predictable. That's the one thing we need to have, is a seed. And then put the seed in there. But at that point, we need a seed that's encrypted, I guess. I don't know. Well, I mean, the seed is... who knows? Who fucking knows, bro? Who fucking knows, bro? This time it's given me 28, it looks like. And of course, it ends up stuck in the loop. So, Control C. The problem with the loop is pretty simple. It needs to take a statement of both when the loop needs to end and when it needs to be able to determine that. So what we'll do is put R&D that, and then we'll put it in its own little parameter thingy, and then go ahead and hit and twice to say, oh, this and this needs to be true. And RNDA or RNDA equals A length or L length or equals L in this case, because L isn't a string yet, but it's going to be. Now, when we get into the more complex section, is not doing this with numbers, but then assigning this with letters too, and shit's gonna get real fucked. I'm pretty sure. So that's when it's gonna get really complicated. But of course, we're gonna take RNDA dot length, and we're gonna say equals A, or does not equal L. Right? That will basically mean, oh, if our length does not equal our final statement, boom, stop. Or if our length equals our final statement, stop. That's what it should say. So when we do DMD, then dot slash, and it will exit that fucking loop. See, now I know what I'm doing, bro. I'm the fucking king of coding, bro. King of coding. Oh, wait. Just signed an extra one. Oh, God. And so the other way you could do that is by putting an if statement, I would assume, but I wasn't going to take the risk. Let's say the first one has to be 0. So CT starts at 0. The first one should always be 0, I feel like. Because when it assigns, like, let's do that. See, it's assigning two 22 statements, which it doesn't need to be assigning the second 22 statement. It needs to skip that. So, as it does this whole while loop thing, where it does while RNDA can find, and then it will assign RND equals uniform, 0 from the length of L, and then of course, here's the problem, is that it's not assigning 0 in all of these cases, or 0 was always being assigned at the end. So now what it's doing is trying to assign a 22 twice, which is kind of an issue. Actually, it's assigned it 3 times in this case, so let's try it with like a number from let's just try it with like 1 to 5 for now, or 1 to 12, and see if that's gonna help us get the kind of result we're looking for. And then we do that. Oh, it chose death. Okay, there we go. It chose fucking 0, bro. God damn. It must have assigned length to like 1 statement, bro. It assigned length to 1. Oh, it is repeating these fucking numbers, which you don't want this. We want 1 of each index, okay? Like, obviously, we could assign a random array, like a fuck ton of numbers to an array, but I want 1 specific index per. You know what I mean? So, we might need to figure that shit out. So this means, where does it assign RNDA? It assigns it down here, which is outside of the while loop even. So, This statement, oh, it's not handling the R&D statement anymore. So when the length of RNDA does not equal 24, is the length of RNDA already assigned? Yes, it is. Okay, that's the issue. It's already assigning that. So we should try, like, detecting if that last bit, or no. No. Actually, does not equal CT. No, actually, no. Huh. Bro, this is fucked. Man, I shouldn't have used a dynamic array for this shit, bro. This is screwed up. Maybe assign L later in it, so that way it's not all the button. Fuck that shit. It's already assigned. Oh, wait. That's a good catch I just made. You know, I don't need to fucking do that. That's overly complicated. How does that work? Will that compile? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh, I must have already tried that shit. So this is actually really efficient, I guess. I guess the for loop is really efficient. It does all of the fucking variables at the same time. Now, obviously, when we get this, implement this into the main encryption shit. This is the ciphering algorithm, by the way. I haven't tested it. I'm hoping it works and assigns shit to the right thing. Greetings. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the greatest stream of all time. I'm your host, TH3Fish, and today we're programming some great shit today. Probably. Variable L. Okay, well that was because I just tested that shit again. So we need a way of figuring out when it needs to stop. And then we could base that off of count. But we can't use RND a dot length. We could just say when count equals L. And count does not, or yeah, that would make sense. Count does not equal L. Because that means if count equals L, it's good. I think this will work. And then we should only have 1 through 5 here. Well, 0 through 5, because it's 6 numbers is what it shows. But it's stuck in the while loop again, which is not what we want. So do we want to set it less than or equal to L? I don't think we want that. Maybe. Let's try less than or equal to L, and I'm pretty sure this will give us throw an exception. Because it won't work. No, maybe it doesn't. What the fuck? Okay. Well, obviously it's gonna not equal L, but we could say L minus 1. Let's just keep doing shit until it fucking figures itself out. It will figure itself out. Scary looking loop. Bro, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is, shit, I forgot to compile it. This is way above my pay grade right here. 4 and it assigns 3, which makes sense, but why is it stuck in the fucking loop? This is terrifying. This is bad. Man, maybe you're right. Maybe it's the loop. Maybe it's user error in this case. It should... I also don't understand how it's assigning RNDA to, or getting RNDA assigned. Well, actually, the while loop is only here to check until that is correct. Because I don't know exactly how to tell this shit to only produce specific numbers. Unless it is a thing. Let's go ahead and check that, actually. Library reference. We need to use method for... No, not a method. What the fuck am I talking about? Bro, Java. Bro, I'm spaghetti brained right now. Java brain, straight up. But what we're looking for is... Maybe it's standard.range. I haven't really... Bro, this is pain. Nah, we don't need this shit, bro. We don't need it. We need standard.random. Process. Atomic. Socket, bro. That's gotta be for networking. Whoa, that's cool, bro. I haven't even seen that shit yet. Networking, bro. Big int. Big int. Choice dice. So, okay, what we're using is uniform, though. We're looking for a uniform. Whoa, uniform sampling. A single variant. Oh. I guess he's using... What does even assert do? What is assert? I'll ask my browser. Assert D. Assert and enforce. What the fuck? D programming language. Assert and enforce. In the previous 2 chapters, we've seen how accept. Oh, what the fuck? Double average. Bro, I don't even. Programming in D. DDIL. Bro, this. One time I was reading this one and it fucking showed me how to do shit in Turkish and I was like, what the fuck? Bro, Turkish? Account for Turkish language? Test for Turkish. If Turkish, yes. Print. If language, English, print. And then, or like right line. But, bro, it's practically the same shit. Just different words. Seeing how exceptions and scope statements are used to program correctness. Assert is another powerful tool to achieve the same goal, ensuring that certain assumptions that the program is based on are valid. It may sometimes be difficult to decide whether to throw an exception or call assert. I will use assert in all the examples below. I have no idea what this, but I mean, that looks pretty interesting. Assert can be used in 2 ways. Logical, oh. Well, I have no idea what this shit is. Okay, well, that makes sense then. He's using this for something. Logical expression? Just used for testing? Got it. Well, testing what exactly? Well, this also he's using the third thing and just putting R and D in there. However, I've tried putting numbers in there. Like, see, this assigns this shit into that, and then I've tried that, but it won't do shit. And it probably has to be the same data type as this. But also, if he's using auto and he's putting that in there, and then, man, I don't even know. I mean, maybe he's just putting this whole entire statement in there. He's putting this statement, but I don't know. It's confusing. I'll just stick with what I'm doing. But if I could figure out how to test if it does not equal a number that's already in Rn, well, we've already got that shit down. We've already figured out if it can find the number, then don't do that. But we need to find out how to break the loop. Obviously, if I want to do it the simplest way, which, I mean, Occam's razor says to do shit simply, we could do that, and then get rid of all of this cringeanium. Okay, we need to put that one back. If the condition is false, it crashes. Ah. Alright, well, this will do for now, and then, it should... The while loop doesn't account for count. Oh. You know what I realized? So it will reach the end here, but it won't be able to produce another number. So... that is an issue. That is truly an issue. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to realize what I did wrong. Okay? I'm gonna explain it in as many words as possible. You see, putting this while loop here is a bad idea. Because inside this while loop, it doesn't increment plus CT, which is the count. And we were testing if count is less than this. So it also doesn't test that. We could try a for loop, or we could just find some way to get rid of the loop. Now, here's the thing. I believe we need a loop or something, because if we don't have a loop, it will just assign this, and then it won't recheck. So we would need to do a do while. Right? Oh. No, I'm wrong. Bro, no need to do a do while loop. That's fucking stupid. We just gotta have a loop there that does that shit. Figures its life out. Or it would be like a do until it does what I want it to do loop. You know what I mean? Do until it does what I want it to do. That does not work. We could try if again. So here's the problem with if. If I put if there, we're fucking cooking with gasoline, right? Assign if there, yeah, of course. We end up with the problem that there's still repeats. We just want singular numbers, no repeats. So if we put a while loop here, it won't work. That's the other issue. But if we put a for loop here, can we even... A for loop assigns, and then it tests. So what we could do, technically, which is absolutely probably terrible... Actually, we could just add in the plus CT in here. But that also means there's an added problem. So if... I mean, of course, it can't increment the fucking loop for the most part. And also, the end bit of every one of these is 0. Maybe add a temporary counter to limit the loop. Maybe temporarily add a counter to limit the loop. Yeah. Well, there is a counter. It's in the for loop, but we'd have to count twice. So if I did plus CT in here, we could add a separate counter, I guess, to do it. But if you put a counter in here, this would cause issues, because then you'd be counting by 2 if the number is that. And you don't want to count by 2 when you want to have the array length, and then you want to have each full of a different number. So that way you get the perfect result. And then what we're going to use this for after this is going to be even more interesting, I think. But let's just get in there. We could also... I mean, I guess we've already tried testing other things. Can find R&D. So while it can find the one it's trying to assign... But why doesn't it exit with this? Hold on, let's think for a second. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wow, I broke it. I fucking broke it. Bro, I fucking screwed it up, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bro, what did I do? Okay, I didn't break shit. Maybe that's just a flaw in the engineering, yeah. Okay. 3, 1, 2, 4, and then it stops because it only makes it to... What is this number here? It's 3? Let's check. 3. Or CT. Count stops. See, at the end, the count should equal 4. The number it's assigned. Also, if it does go to the next number, it's probably just going to add 5. We want to have 0. Well, we can figure that shit out later. The 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 problem we can figure out later. But, I mean, obviously, it's not reaching 4. Well, it did 4. Oh. Maybe if we added an if statement, if count equals the length. Have we tried that yet? Let's just fucking try adding more state. Well, also we could just do it a fucking... Well, the if statement would be terrible. It'd be so much nesting. So we're gonna just put another and state. Well, we had problems with the and statement before. It wasn't really working as an and statement. It wasn't even really checking the RN or RNDA confirm or can find. Bro, who fucking gave me pens? Who fucking gave me pens, bro? Pens, bro. Fucking making too much noise, bro. ADHD, bro. I swear. Okay. Let's so what do we say? CT does not equal L. Well, that can find that. We need to oh, that's why it won't break, because this is just testing that. Okay, fucking hell. I just thought of it. Let's just say if... Let's try the if way of solving it. Obviously, it's the easiest solution. If CT, or if... well, actually... Oh, wait a second. No. We could just put a not statement, bro. Will this be an and not statement? I don't know. I actually don't think that will be correct. Oh no, we just put it does not equal. Bro, what am I saying? An and not statement? And not, bro. And not. I ain't never heard of something so terrible before. And CT does not equal L. Or we'd put RNDA.length. RNDA.length. Take the length property, that will give us a number. And then looks good. Looks bad. Bro, it fucked up again. Bro, it produced 3 6s and 3 4s. Fucking hell, bro. What? Ah, fucking hell, bro. This is terrible. Produced 3 6s and 3 4s. That ain't gonna work. I'll just hit it again. Yeah, just keep trying until it gives us what we want. But why? What is this for? Well, we're gonna assign these random, or these numbers are gonna be used to assign indexes for another array. So what we'll do with these is we'll go, where's that? We'll use these as RAS for this. So here we have RAS, which is gonna, I was gonna do it here, but I decided ultimately it'd be better to write it out here, so I could then run it through this shit, and then get to the point where I can start testing this and fixing the bugs that are definitely here. Because, bro, the more you fucking write in a program, and the more you have to think about it, the more shit you miss. So like, it's absolutely painful. Absolutely painful. But I'm also thinking right now of this shit right here. I need to focus on this one. This is my biggest problem, is the fact that it's not actually doing what it's supposed to. So our NDA, okay, then it has an and statement, and that the RNDA.length does not equal L, but that's also going to be wrong, because RNDA length is fixed. It won't ever change. So then we put CT does not equal L. And if the CT equals L, then it should be good. Now it's stuck because CT doesn't get increased. We should put an if CT does not equal L inside here, then it will work. Does not equal L. Yeah, well, actually, that's and does not equal. Shit. So that would mean you'd need unique indexes. Yeah, each one would mean. So if we're taking a word, right? Like, we're going to take a string. Let me explain it better, because I didn't explain it very well before. But we're going to take a string of any length. We're going to want to split it into equal pieces. Equal pieces, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know if that's how I'm going to actually do it, but who knows. Well, no, it has to be equal pieces. Equal pieces, and then assign each piece to a new index. And then do that multiple times. And then be able to reverse that. It's kind of like a Enigma machine, if you know what I mean. Which we've gotten something like this to work before, but that was when I was like super... You want to see, like, some absolutely terrible shit? You want to see my worst program of all time? I'm willing to, show you my worst program so far. It's absolutely shitty, but it works. Well, it kind of worked. But this shit here is terrible. Bro, fucking... terrible programming. I didn't even know how to do for loops yet, though, so... This is absolutely terrible. I mean, it worked, but also there's a shit ton of right lines, so it's like extra messy. I feel like it'd be half the lines if I removed all of the right lines. And then some of the codes just copy and paste the first block because we need to do the same shit, but... Oh. Oops. But, different. Same, but different, but just do it. So we need to break out of this loop. We need a way to determine if the loop is stuck. We need that CT to increment. Still. Regardless of the loop. Yeah. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. We'll go with that. I don't really know, man. Man, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just learning D-lang at this point. I mean, that's what I'm doing, just learning D-lang, bro. All I'm doing. CT does not equal L. Well, it's not less than or equal to L, maybe? We'll just throw it up. We'll just throw that shit in there just in case. We'll just try it like that. Okay. So what do we have? So does the while loop do all of the work here? Once it breaks from the while loop, it goes back into the for loop. Plus plus. It needs to do the plus plus at the end of the loop. Okay. We've tried if. If doesn't work because then... What if it's a thing? You know, like a... If it doesn't work. Maybe. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could try that. But I don't know, man. Is it worth a shot to try a do while loop? Oh, we want to go to that one. I don't know. I don't even know, man. I don't even know if it's worth a shot to do. There's a for each loop, but... Oh, wait. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I think I finished formatted input, so I'd be at do while loop anyway. Even when I know C, D is definitely something. Bro, so many people tell me that they... Whenever I'm doing these streams, there's like people telling me shit like, oh yeah, that's great the way D does it. I wish C++ did that shit. Or like, oh, that's exactly how such and such language does it or some shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. Interesting. D is like the good parts of most languages that are just a letter language. But also, nobody uses it for whatever reason. And I wonder what that reason probably is. Well, I'm guessing that the Turkish use it because the guy who made this book made 2 copies and one is in Turkish. So I'm guessing the Turks must like this language. Or this programming language. So this is the do while loop, which basically checks at the end if it meets the criteria. We could also test if RDNA or RNDA. We have to try something to figure out how to solve this. Obviously, we could break the loop that way. Find a way to break the loop naturally. We want to make sure that it generates the number, obviously. Puts it in there. But what's getting it stopped is that while RNDA can find rand, so then it's doing this shit again. If it cannot... Okay, what... So if it... Hold on a second. Hold on. Gotta do some... D wasn't widely accepted since C++ already existed. If people saw D and adopted it before C++, it would have taken off. Yeah. Bro, it's all Microsoft's fault for making C++. I'm telling you. But this last one's not getting assigned. So what is L then? I need to actually figure out what L is. That's an important thing. I think I could put in a formatted. I could do formats for these, but these are only temporary even. And I also don't really know how to do the formatting that well yet. I just played with formatting yesterday. You can do like binary and stuff. Why learning a language? Bro, why not, man? What do you mean? Why learning a language? It's for fun, man. Bro, learning's good for you. Clearly, you stopped doing that shit, bro. It's a niche skill. Nobody's gonna need me to have this skill. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. It's only going to one below it. Trying to learn Haskell. I don't even know what Haskell is, honestly. What is Haskell? I'm just gonna search this shit, bro. Haskell. Integrated AEC design. Is a general purpose, purely functional language with type interface and lazy evaluation. It was designed for teaching, research, and industrial applications. Has influenced many languages such as F#, Scala, and Rust. Interesting. Think programming language, but more mathematical. Let's try assigning or make this L equals L. Yeah, no. Wait. 6. God damn it. But why? So when we go into this, it's assigning a number. Of course. +1. This might solve everything, guys. I swear. Might just solve everything. I hope this works. Or, who knows? One Minecraft stream, then one D stream in a loop. Yeah, man. It's the move right now. Well, actually, the loop wasn't fulfilled yesterday. Bro, it was, missed the stream, bro. Oh, fuck. I got another pen in my hand. Fucking hell. If I were at your place, I would have remade that from scratch. I'd be so frustrated. This shit? Oh. I mean, it's kind of, some of the jobs I've done are just so fucking stupid that I'm apathetic towards most shit. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, none of this shit really matters. All I gotta do is just figure it out. Do I even really need this shit? Oh, I need to assign it for the first time. What if we don't just assign it in here? That's... Oh, okay, that's part of that. It's also... Okay, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? So when we assign this shit... I mean, we should keep it in this, but... Or... Actually... I have a better idea. This is fucking weird, but it's a method of doing this shit to keep things from escaping the lab, you know what I mean? But we wouldn't do that. We would do, like, we'd increase everything else by a tab, and then, of course, put another one of these at the end. And this allows me to create a scope that will contain that thing, while also not assigning it in the main loop. Oh. Oh, fuck, I screwed this shit up. Control S. Maybe check the reference since it has a shuffle function. Wait, shuffle function. Is that what we're looking for? Oh. God damn it. Bro, I shouldn't have made all this shit. Well, I don't know. Maybe this was useful. We'll check the shuffle function. Standard.random. Pretty sure it's in here, actually. I mean, I'd be surprised if it doesn't have a shuffle. It's got sample, which makes it sound like it's what we're looking for. Also, is uniform, is seatable. Okay, but random sample is probably what we needed. Range sampling. Selects a random subsample out of R containing... oh, maybe this isn't what I needed? This is weird as shit. Algorithm D. Yeah, we don't need this shit, I don't think. I don't know. I didn't see a shuffle. Probably would have made shit easier, bro. If only I'd known there's a shuffle beforehand, but that's part of learning, man. Is like, you go and then you're like, man, I could have done that shit so better, but then it looks like it's 300 lines long and it's just some fucking spaghetti monster. Like that thing I showed you at the beginning. This shit will always get better each time you do it. Believe that's good, and then we need to assign this beforehand. The problem with assigning it before the loop was that... Okay, we could also assign it inside of the loop and say, or RD or RND does not exist. Just assign RND if it does not exist. Or we could just say it's equals 0. When I first learned Python, when I first used Python, I used files to store temporary storage for my programming language. I used files to store temporary storage. What the hell does that mean? Like, you just make a file and then that stores... Wait, what? I don't understand, like, you were building up a language in Python, too? That's insane. Or were you using Python to compile your language, or... Honestly, if you make your own I could probably make my own language using D, but it wouldn't be very good. It'd probably only get you a basic calculator and not even that. 1 + 1 = fish calculator, bro. Actually, that's why I didn't do that before. I'm just gonna say this now, but that was a bad idea to try that. We could theoretically assign it in here, but or assign it outside of here, but it would require me to assign shit beforehand. Developing 2 actually, one as a side project, and one as my current main language. Control S. ++. Ah, good. It stopped. Oh, well, we've made progress. The main is Python and the other one is C. Oh, awesome. So we made progress. I don't know what we did that caused it to progress, but I think it might be removing this is all I need to do. Well, let's give that a shot. 258764139, which is all the numbers. Except that's wrong, because we need to assign less than. So since we're using uint, and it's trying to assign one between CT and L. That's not good. We need 0. Probably off. Yeah, I had no idea what that was, but somehow we managed to fix it. I don't know what we did there. And now it should include 0. Never mind, it doesn't include 0 yet. Also, what's it even assigning, actually? Now that I think about it, what am I even assigning? We are doing plus, let's see, 6, 2, 10, 11, 7, 9, 3, 1, 5, 4, 8. Okay. That's good. That's good. Eventually this won't be a uniform expression or thingy here. Uniform bullshit here. Instead it will actually just be probably a division equation. Take the number and divide it by a random number and then shove it into here. Now if it doesn't divide by that number, that's the next step. Is to come up with the division step. So that would be its own for loop, which means I'll have to create a system that divides a string up, which I think we can do that in the main program, but I think I'm gonna get into the practice of bro, 1 1 is crazy. 0 1 2 3. No, just 1 2 3. Well, let's just make it assign a value less than what it has. Equals this. And then minus 1 every single time. To do that, we'll do this. We'll do that in both loops. Okay, so that way we're getting that nice 0 number. And I think that should do it. I don't think it will generate 0 on its own, or it's highly improbable if it will. Actually, why would I subtract 0 from the whole thing? I could just do this, right? That will work. Yeah, that will definitely work. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's the idea. And it can be a random number from string length to start. Now, then the problem with this is that, you see, if you want to take that and put it back to how it was, well then we're going to have to do some magic with that shit, but or basically put a seed into it. Into the shuffling and all of that. Into the process. And then here we go, we broke it again. But this also is because it's assigning, just use a for loop that jumps by the number of letters per batch, then generate a list. For what do you mean? That jumps by the number of letters. Well, no, because we have to take the string, a slice of the string, and then assign it to a new string, basically. Like if we're creating a new string from the old string, we're gonna take we'll take, let's say for 3 we have 5 letters, for 1 we have 5 letters, for 2 we have 5 letters, and for 4 we also have 5 letters. But these correspond to where they were originally at. So these values would be like, oh, 1 means the first 5 letters were where 1 was, and that's their index in the array. So it will be like 1 from some random divided number between that. Oh god, now I just thought of it, but if we did it, I mean, actually, I don't know. I think I'm getting ahead of myself, but I just thought of a problem we could have later. I'm not gonna remember that. I'm not even gonna say what the problem was because I can't even explain it. But basically, if we were taking a random number we would only do that the first time. Be like, oh, random number from that to that end, divide it by that. Or actually, we'd still want to divide it evenly though. That's the problem. We want to calculate to divide. Bro, I fucking hate math. Math is cringe, bro. But of course I'm doing shit that needs math. What the fucking hell? Oh, it's subtracted from 0. Okay. Maybe it doesn't need to have a -1. -1 just did some weird shit. Just use seal or floor to round up or down. I have no idea what you're talking about. Or for the thing? Maybe. Let's see, is this gonna fix it? I don't see 0 in there. Oh wait. We don't need a 0. Fuck that shit. 1 minus 1 is 0, right? Division thing? Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I mean, we haven't gotten there yet, so that's why I said we're gonna burn that bridge when we get there. This should be fine. See, all I need is that it has a beautiful number called subtract 1 later. See, that's the easy solution, right? / subtract 1 later. That's how we're gonna do it. Problem solvified. Alright, so now it's time to implement that here. So we have this shit, and well, I was doing this dumb shit, but we don't need that. We're just gonna copy and paste what we created here for that. Should be everything I need. Then we're gonna have to redo some of this shit. Some of this is gonna be universal, so. Cool. Cool. Oh, fucking void main, bro. Remove void main from existence. There. Now it just works. Try using functions to be organized. I have no idea. Man, you're speaking shit out of my language. Because I thought uniform is a function, and then the fucking shit in here is a parameter. But I have no idea. Scope? Like a scope? I mean, I could tell what shit is. Oh, function definition? You can define your own. Oh. Oh, cool. Yeah, I always wondered what this shit... Well, I mean, I guess it's just, That makes... Oh, wait a second. Now I'm putting shit together. Does this mean if I define void function here, right, I could be like, oh, I could reuse that somewhere else. Main is just a function your device know where to start. I mean, I could also like import encryption.d and then, oh god, that's Java spaghetti, bro. We can create Java spaghetti. Maybe. I think it's a project for another time. Import fucking Java spaghetti, bro. We're on our way to Java spaghetti. Sporgetti. Fascinating. Very fascinating. So, what am I doing? Alright, so this is the part that reads the line. Then this is the part that's gonna handle the other shit. Main is just a function for your device to know where to start. Oh, okay. Once we do... What am I even thinking of, man? My brain is shutting down. What if we work together to make a language? I'm dying to do a collab with somebody. Yeah, I have no idea. Bro, you're talking to the wrong guy. I'm the last person you'd want to make a language with. I mean, it'd be great for me to learn, though, honestly. Also, I do see... I gotta go for some shit on Saturday, so I'm gonna be gone for a month. So I'm not gonna be doing any videos or anything. Well, there will still be videos and shit, but that's because I have them scheduled. So I'll be gone for a month. Or something along the lines of a month, because knowing my job, it could end up being longer. So this contains all of the functions and all of the things I need for this. You suggest features, I'll try to implement them. I don't know. Man, just don't make it like Java spaghetti. Java spaghetti, bro. Java spaghetti. Honestly, if it allows for like high modability, that'd be pretty cool. Like if you can make a game with it that has high modability, but then it's still like C++, like, or like some shit like that, like D or C, or a language that runs natively on your machine. Doesn't have a virtual machine, but then you could still have like super easy API for modding. That'd be interesting, but I'm not really that far progressed. I just kind of know that it's gonna that's difficult. I don't really know much. RNDA. What am I doing? Okay, so we need to reassess where what all these are. So that means where's that? So somewhere in here, RAS is assigned, or yes, RAS. RAS of CT, which will be basically taking RNDA as RAS. And it was like RAS because I felt like doing that way. It means all of these have to be RAS for now on. And then of course all of the data types are going to become, oh, there we go. So that should do. I don't think I need to define R&D. I tested my language with some raylib functions. It works. Interesting. Oh, you know what you should do? Make one that runs natively on a GPU. Find a way to do that. Write a kernel or something for a GPU engine. GPU gaming. Oh, hell nah. Bro, if you do that, I could run it on my GPU. I'm telling you. I got 2 GPUs and one of them ain't doing shit right now. One of the GPUs wants to do something. Just waiting for a life purpose. Other than AI. I was thinking about AI. Fun fact, GPUs are slow on normal programs. Yeah, I mean, I've read up on that. It's optimized for graphics. Well, I need some way to use my second GPU for something. My friend gave it to me and I was like, oh, okay, thanks. I'll just put this in my shit now. And I don't even know what I'm doing with it. I just have 2 GPUs now. And I've tried using it to run other shit, but I mean, to offload, it doesn't really help at all. It's like the most pointless thing. I don't even use it now. It's just there. I literally just have it right in my... So unless it's very parallelizable, a job that can be split into smaller jobs, the GPU can't run it faster than a CPU. Learn Blender? Well, yeah, I've tried Blender, but my GPU isn't compatible with Blender, so... 15.4, 28 point. Nice. Nice RAM usage. Swap usage? Bro, we got loads of swap. GPU 2. Bro, I got AMD Radeon RX 6500 XT. I honestly think the best use is right here. It's the memory. This shit would be peak. Best usage could be to use its memory as normal memory. Also, I don't know how I'm using that much, but I think I probably need to... Oh, you know what it is? It's probably 2 web browsers and 30 fucking tabs open. That's probably what it is. Bro. One web browser for YouTube and one for the other thing. Just play Minecraft with shaders on max. Okay. Makes sense. I mean, I could do that. I don't really like shaders, actually. They're garbage. They disgust me. Shaders, terrible. I could do AI. I could definitely do that. But I don't really want to install an AI on this computer because then, like, while I have one that I have on my other computer, if I install one on this computer, then I have to deal with the fucking bullshit amount of files and data or stores. The fucking tokens, bro. Token storage. Bro, fucking NVIDIA Orchestrator 7B obliterated or some shit. That's what I run on my other shit. Just letting you know. That's what I've tried out. That's what works for me. No chat GPT, just NVIDIA Orchestrator obliterated. So is that all I need to do for this? I think that was. Check that these are all. So RG is RGL. Oh, this is minus RGL. So RG last. Basically to say it's an increment of RG. So RG is going to be used to divide up the number. So RG is basically going to be L. So I don't need this. I'm going to replace this with RG, I think. So anywhere where there's an L, it's going to be an RG. Yeah, I think it is RG. RG. Another RG. Another RG. Bro, how many RG variables do I need? RGs. R/cheese. I don't even see figuring out how I did the last one. If I need to detect, well, actually, I still will need the RGL to equal RG in that. So RG, then we have to assign RG. Remove that. Delete that from existence. Wow. So we have to assign RG basically now. We'll take this, cut this shit out of here, backspace, paste this shit back in here. Did I paste it? I think that was what it was. Who knows? So RG, we need to say RG equals and then assign it some number divided by uniform. Wait, what is RG used for later? Don't let the rust stations take you. Bro, yeah, they're gonna... No, actually, no. Fucking hate Rust, bro. Rust, dude. People have told me shit about Rust. Honestly, I would never use Rust. D-Lang all the way, bro. D-Lang until I die. It starts with D anyway. D to death. D to the death. D to doom. Bro, I'm gonna program Doom in D. So this just basically does that shit. What the fuck? Nice. No! Same amount of C is way more simpler than Rust's generics and traits. Bro, a programming language of trains would be crazy. But I also don't know. Well, we have structs, so we need to replace structs with trains instead. Bro, I bet a struct could be like a choo-choo train. I like trains. Bro, that's... it's the most crazy statement of all time. Train language, though. Instead of making a struct, you just make a train. Alright, this, I don't even know. WASD flashbacks? Man, I don't even know what WASD is. Bro, I'm forgetting how to speak English. Do be fair, lists are just trains. Oh yeah, arrays? Well, a list is different than an array, but... To be fair, lists are just trains. Array, res, dt. We take dt, so we're going to take dt length in here. We're going to take a random number, I think. From, okay. What's RA? RA is not used here, is it? Okay, so RA is perfect to assign, equals, cut that shit out of there and then backspace and put it right before uint. That way I can have this shit assigned. Oh, No, never mind. Actually, RA is used some... What the fuck is this shit? We have RAS, but what is RA? RAS. I don't use RA anywhere. I don't remember what the fuck I had RA for. List is faster to modify than arrays, but arrays are faster to loop through due to memory shenanigans. So what did I know what RAS will be for. What RA will be for, actually. Just put this back. Put this back where it belongs for now. We'll need another one for yeah, I just come up with 3 random letters and the first one starts with what it probably is. The same as, so like RA is like random assignment, or probably. RAS is like random assignment slice. So this would be a slice, but I don't see where it slices. CS is what I use for slice. I always use CT for count. See how many CTs I have. But then of course RAS, wait a second, it's assigned, oh wait, yeah, that makes sense. Because RAS is going to be just a number. Just a number. But anyway, RG needs to equal, we'll just make another uint, since I'm not really even going to use negative numbers at all. It's going to equal, I'll come up with a better, more reasonable name, like RNA. Let's just do RNA, you know, or let's just do random number. There we go. I was way worse than you. I use single letter variables everywhere, or temp. TMP, TM, TMP, or PMET. God. If all you have is T, TMP, and bro, like, it's like if I just use different combinations of 2 letters, like capital C and lowercase t, and then CT, and then lowercase t, and then C, and then fucking use all of those and go, oh, let me just start adding more C's on and T's onto it until I... Bro, that'd be psychopathic. Masochistic, even. Equals uniform, and then you'll take... from I think 0 to comma RAS, or no, DT dot length, and that should do what we want it to do. And then when we go to compile this, it won't work, and then I'll be like, what the fuck did I do wrong this time? So now we have RN, which is a random number, which we're going to divide by RN to get our RG. And then when we do our RG, how did you know? Man, I think I've done that before, where I do different combinations of C and T until I have like 500 variables. Just temp everywhere, and sometimes just random K or I or L. Honestly, I bet there's like 1,000 different types of programmers out there. Canon event in every programmer's life. Yeah. Someday I'll look back and go, maybe I should have used longer than three letter names. I'll be hating myself for using shorter names than 3 letters, but I mean, does it really matter that much? I mean, kind of. For readability's sake. For read us Christ. Readability Christ. Oh, wait, we only assigned RN. Thank God it's not R&D. R&D. Okay. So RG equals... Huh. Wait. Thinking. What are we gonna... Why do we need that... What? Huh? So RG's here? RG is the number that's being assigned for, like, it as L. So what was L again? L is basically the amount of length, or like the fucking interval. So if that's the case, We also need to replace any white space, and I know a way to do it. So that's good. We'll replace all of the white space in the string with pluses, so that way I can recognize it later that it was white space. That way if we do want to make a decoder, then we can do that. But that won't be hard to implement. That way it's a lot less painful. We also need to make it so it's divisible by RG. So if RG is like, oh, divide it by 365 because we wrote 1,000 words, and then it's not divisible for some reason, then we also need to account for that and just keep adding pluses until it's divisible. Or make... Actually, no, it'd be fine. Bro, it'd be fine. We're just doing... No, space is unique. That'll be fine. Bro, it could get so scrambled. What got you to D anyway? Random coding stream? Coding? Well, I got into D because somebody told me to try out D. Because I was talking about Rust, but I didn't know shit. And then somebody told me to try out D, so now I'm hooked on D. D language, bro, it's the best one. I've tried Python, Lua, and Java, and I hate them all, so I like D the best. I also tried C at one point, but I was in middle school and I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was trying like C++ and like C# and shit when I was in middle school, and I tried writing in those languages, and I was like, oh wait, I don't know how to do this shit. I don't know how to computer yet. I had no fucking clue how to computer. Now I'm over here installing Linux and shit, being like, man, I must know something about computers now. C# is macro slop? Man, you don't even know. That's what distro do I use? I use KDE Plasma, and then I also have Linux Mint on a different system. That's the one I have the AI on. AI on Linux Mint. KDE Plasma Fedora though. I actually want to switch from Fedora. Fedora. I want to switch from Fedora, but I just got this shit set up with Fedora. I was using Kubuntu. Kubuntu then shat itself. And by shat itself, I mean I got confused one time because the file system, I thought the entire file system had became read-only, and then I did something and I fucked it up worse. And then I ended up in init ram fs or some shit. And I was like, oh, I've really fucked up now. I've really screwed myself. The entire file system is corrupted now because of what I fucking did. I was talking to my friend about it and trying to troubleshoot through the shit. Also, other thing I don't like about... I don't know if this is weird, but my partitions actually BTRFS. And that just bothers me because... I don't know why it bothers me, but I just have a bad feeling it's not supposed to be BTRFS. Which is probably probably a bad thing, honestly. But I can't even focus on what I'm doing. I'm getting so distracted right now. RN. I use Arch. It's not as good as they flex it to be when you want to daily drive it. Yeah. No, the reason I want to switch from Fedora is because they were pushing like to implement like what's it called? Like the age verification stuff. That's one reason, because there's a couple distros out there that are actually have said they're not going to do it. They're not going to comply with it. So I was going to switch to one of those. Thanks, California. Yeah, bro, fucking hell. It's not even California. It was Britain. They started it. Britain's like the test ground, bro. Test ground for mass surveillance. I swear. Whatever since then, we've been fighting the good fight against mass surveillance every day. Wake up in the morning and then beat my Android phone against the microwave until it stops working every morning. Bro, it's cooked. Hate people who think tech is just controlled like that. Like, honestly, people who want to regulate freedom, it's like kind of like the same shit with guns, bro. Except now they've decided that computers are the enemy. Next thing you know, they'll decide humans are the enemy, bro. gonna regulate people because they'll be able to determine who people are. Be like, oh, this person, bro, it's gonna be like that fucking book I read in high school or some shit about how the world is gonna be like a fucking dystopian land, bro. Fucking swear to God. Not even American, and I'm bothered by the U.S. government. Same. Well, not to the not American part, bro. Same to I'm bothered by the state of the world, I guess. It's not even. I feel like it mostly is America, but I feel like it's the rest of the world too. Honestly, everybody's falling into it because one superpower does it. Everybody has to do the same thing, bro. That's fucked up. So we're gonna take Rn. We're gonna divide the length of dt by Rn. I think, and that's gonna be Rg. What? So if we have a random number, oh, okay. I think I know what I'm doing. dt, one line of code for every second that for every 5 minutes, bro. Gotta think through it, but I think it's gonna be like something like dt.length. Actually, I don't even think I need that. I think I can just do dt.length and then divide it by the number I'm looking for. Divide by and it can't be 0, so it has to be between 1 and dt length in that section, and then divide it by Rn. Actually, would this even do anything? Oh wait, no, it would definitely. Yeah, this would do something. Progress is progress. Yeah, for real. I think this is getting to the point where I'm ready to actually test it. Now, obviously, there could be issues with this, dependent on how it handles the strings. But I think it compiled earlier with just this section. The question is, do I use car anywhere? Do I have any car arrays? I just have a string. I have a string s, which is a slice of string. Okay. Let the errors guide you. Yeah. DMD encrypt 3. Kidney stones. Encryption 3. Good God. Oh, it's just encryption. Oh, fuck. RAS can find. Wait, I know what this is. This is I need to check my imports. Oh, yo. One less up key to press. Import standard dot algorithm. I feel like I should like figure out how to know what I need to put in here, but I think that'll just come with time. Because I think eventually I'll be like, oh, well, I just need this one part. I can just put that in there. Okay, we fixed 1, so we only have like 4 more to go. Cannot implicitly... okay, these are going to be handling different numbers. So you have ulong to uint, which is uniform 1 to dt.length. I want dt.length. Oh, God. Where did they all go? Okay, here we go. I think that's just fixed by taking the dot length. Well, you could assign dot length to something else, and then, but we could just do that. Test if that one works. What was the other things I had problems with? Cannot implicitly yeah, another one of these. I think it's just we have to put these in these before we do. Nah, that won't change shit, will it? We want the length of dt. Well, it's actually giving us a ulong. This is data shit. This is the seal floor part. Okay, let's see. We'll just skip over those for now. RG has no effect. RG, RAS. Well, RG is RG, right? RG is in here. So R equals RG. RG is not assigned in here, I guess. Let me figure out what the fuck's going on, bro. What the fuck is this? It's telling you to cast it to uint or convert it to uint in some way. Yeah. I really wish... I mean, we could do... yeah, I know exactly what the problem is. I've had this problem before. It's fucking data shit. It's where you try to use one data type and then put it into another. But I have not actually learned about how to do that shit from the book yet, so... I don't cast spells until I've learned them. Don't cast magic until I've learned it from the book. We could just these. So we have RG though. I'm kind of curious for RG. Where is RG at for INT? For int CT for. So is RG just not declared, or is that? This one? Did I have RG in here? I didn't have RG. That's just... What is this? Or we could just change this to ulong. I don't know why I have them as uint. Or try to change it to ulong. Ugh. Somehow we have to do something with that. D is better than C in this way. In C, by default, those are warnings rather than errors, causing me tons of pain. Well, it's just a suggestion, see then. You don't have to follow the rules then, right? I do want to read more of the book. What section do we need actually? There's a specific section that we'll need. I haven't even gotten to the for each or associative arrays. I don't even know if I don't need to know those right now, but I haven't even gotten to this shit. Bro, I've barely gotten that far. Type conversions. That's what we need. Variables must be compatible with the expressions they take part in, as it has probably been obvious from the programs that we have seen so far. D is statically typed language, meaning that the compatibility of types is validated at compile time. All of the expressions that we have written, so... Well, if it can cause problems casting, basically... Or, well, it can cause problems basically... yeah. In some cases, if you mix signed and unsigned integers, int and uint, they can turn into uint and overflow. Yeah. That's why it throws an error. I already figured that much. It's like if you try to take a... Like, so technically, like, a string is a u... Bro. String is a fucking u-long. And so, if you were to convert it into... What is it? Like a u-byte, which is a car? Bad things would happen, because a u-byte is only 255? Or like somewhere between 0 and 256 for its number, but I'm pretty sure it's just 255, and then if you get 256 it will overflow. It's insane. Ugh. But that's why data types matter. And me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of all of the data type nuisances, but of course I've chosen D, the language full of... Well, I think most languages handle data types the same. Bro, there's some languages where you don't even have data types, and it's like... It's cringe. You just type in a number and assign it. Who know low-level stuff, so it doesn't care too much about types. Yeah, it's kind of like an efficiency language. I want to get into like assembly, honestly. Assembly is probably even worse than this, bro. Assembly is not worse. It's just a different take on the same shit. But I guess you get like really low and handle shit differently with the closer you get to the machine. Because you get to decide how you handle shit. Okay. Then where's RG even? 4RG. UNCT. Bro, where the fuck is RG at? And why? Cringenium, bro. We have cringenium right here. RG. Oh, because it doesn't get assigned here. Wait. Why am I assigning RG in this first section? What the fuck did I do here? Okay, that makes sense. So that's a good one to get rid of. Well, let's get rid of that shit right now. One problem solved. Looks like English. Everyone can somewhat understand it, but there's different dialects. Yeah. I don't know, so I'm just gonna say yeah. Encryption, then RAS is shadowing variable encryption main encryption.main.ras. Is it assigned a second time? It's at the bottom one. What? Whoa, where's it assigned at, bro? Oh, it's assigned here. I need it at the main one, so yeah, we'll get rid of it here. Thank God that's gone. That fixed my problems real quick. Oh, I thought it actually fucking worked, and I was like, oh, it just did it? Okay. That will be fine. So, cannot implicit... It might be because we're trying to divide, honestly, too. Assembly is a lower level in C. There is no data type. You yourself tells the CPU how to handle each byte of data of a data blob. So I get to make up the data types then. That'd be insane, man. Bro, assembly. Man, because this is just somebody else's idea of what it should look like. Like, C or D is how somebody else thinks the data should be handled, right? If that's how you're explaining it, right? Because if that's how you're saying it, is then because somebody else made the compiler, right? That's their idea. There's a standard. Oh, okay. That'd be cool if I could just come up with how to do it myself. Be like, here. But you're just telling it how to do it, so I guess, fun fact, C is the standard. Well, that makes sense, because C is used pretty much everywhere. It's in the Linux kernel, it's all that matters. Gotta be a Linux troglodyte. DT.length. Just gotta think about this. DT.length is going to be a U-long. There is options to avoid that. We could try to assign... I think we could try to assign DT.length to something that it's compatible with. And then fucking hate that. Oh, some more shit fell. I love this shit. Or we could just learn type conversions. The variables must comply with the International Variable Committee. Variables must be compatible with blah blah blah. Incompatible types for slice. Cool. Char and int. Char is like the fucking U byte if you take its length. Automatic type conversions are also called implicit conversions, although double and int are compatible types in the expression above. The addition operator must still be evaluated as a specific type at the microprocessor level. As you would remember from the floating point types, the 64-bit double is wider or larger than the 32-bit type int. Additionally, any value that fits in an int also fits in a double. When the compiler encounters a I'm just checking my shit right now. My bad. When the compiler encounters an expression that involves mismatched types, it converts the parts of the expressions to a common type and then evaluates the overall expression. The automatic conversions that are performed by the compiler are in direction that avoids data loss. For example, double can hold any value that an int can hold, but the opposite is not true. Because, I mean, obviously a double is longer than an int. That's why it can hold any value in an int, but an int can't hold any value in a double. Then value that has been generated. This is basic shit, but they've already gone over that in earlier chapters. Like, the length of double is this long, and that matters because they don't even explain the reason that. I mean, maybe they do, but I don't remember. Let's see. The value has been generated automatically. The result of a conversion is always an anonymous and often temporary variable. The original value does not change. For example, the automatic conversion during plus equals does not automatic conversion. Change the type of increment. The plus equal operation can work because any int value can safely be. Oh, okay. That's just a case scenario in that point. The compiler converts the int value to a temporary double and then uses that value to in the operation. In this example, the temporary variable lives only during the plus equals operation. Integer promotions, values or types that are, I want to see what's going on. Automatic, just fancy your type. Hold on. If you made your own standard, you can't use other libraries that talk via C ABI. ABI means Application Binary Interface, basically how you can pass raw binary data to another program. Oh, unless you built like a system that allows you to do that, and then that would be shitty though, to make your own conversion system. Interesting. I would have no idea about that. Wouldn't have even learned it. Maybe I would have. Alright, so let's continue. From bool, byte, u byte, short, u short. That's just the different types. I never used a short before. So you can just take that and make it into one of those. Like, yeah, like I was talking about car. Apparently you can convert a car. Well, a car is just a u byte, like I said. Cars are just basically just a u byte. Because it's taking ASCII data. Unless it's, I mean, array would just be an array of u bytes then. Totally. Integer promotions are applied enum values as well. I have no idea what an enum is right now, but we can go back and check that. And the fact that the natural arithmetic type for the microprocessor is int. For example, although the following two variables are both u byte, the addition operation is performed only after both bytes are individually promoted to int. Okay, so we want to convert it. Well, there are other conversion rules that are applied for arithmetic operations. In general, automatic arithmetic conversions are applied in a safe direction from the narrower type to the wider type. Although this rule is easy to remember and is correct in most cases, automatic conversion rules are very complicated. And in the case of signed and unsigned conversions, or signed to unsigned conversions, carry some risk of bugs. The arithmetic conversion rules, oh fucking hell. Well, we have u long and, what was it, u int? Oh, that shouldn't be an issue. It's not converting from u unsigned to, or signed to unsigned, as long as it's not long. Well, was it long? I don't think it was long. Like how C strings are actually very dangerous and shitty to handle, but everyone needs to implement it in a way to avoid being left out of C ABI ecosystem, basically everything since its inception. But everyone needs to implement it in a way to avoid... Oh, okay. Makes sense. Alright, so arithmetic conversion rules are the following. If one of the values is real, the other value is converted to real. Else, if one of the values is double, the other value is converted to double. Else, if one of the values is float, the other value is converted to float. Else, first integer promotion are applied to the table above. If both types are the same, blah, blah, blah. My brain is, sorry for my info dumping and my bad English. It's 2 a.m. right now and my brain is, it's no problem, man. If you gotta go to sleep, man, just do it, man. Import standard input. Okay, what am I doing? Whoa. Void foo, void bar, void main. Just like you were talking about. Void main doesn't matter. Just matters that you have a void, I guess. But we haven't gotten that far yet. Well, I haven't got that far. Functions. Yeah. I think my next program, I'll try out different functions and add them in. Whoa. Where's the conversion? As a convenience, fixed length arrays can automatically be converted to slices when calling a function. Const conversions, as we have seen earlier in function parameters. Okay. Enum conversions. Enum is for defining the named constants. Remember that since no values are specified explicitly above, the values of enum members start with 0 and are automatically incremented by 1. I have no idea. I haven't even read that section yet, man. My brain is also shutting down. Bool conversions. Okay. We don't need Boolean. Explicit type conversions. Immutable conversions. Oh, God. We'll begin with these, I guess. Oh, so these are all the automatic types. We don't need those. We need explicit types. And it didn't say it was immutable. Strings are immutable, some of them. Implicitly convert expression from ulong to uint. Because ulong is bigger than uint. But if we went to... What is Rn? If Rn is a array, we could just append it. We could append to Rn. Technically, we could just take an array, append to it, then that'd be wrong. We're not gonna do that. Or maybe we could try appending to it. I don't think that works when it's not an array, though. Well, let's just give it a shot, guys. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, it won't do that. Yeah, no. Wait. Yeah, no, you can't. That also doesn't work because it's that's basics. We can't just append a fucking thing that we're declaring. Well, I mean, I guess technically we could just put a semicolon and do the dash. You know, D doesn't really care if I do that. I'm pretty sure it won't get mad at me. Wait. It wouldn't care if I did that if I put Rn in front of it. Now, it will be mad at me for doing that. Cannot append type ulong to int. Okay. Man, this is fucking screwed up, bruh. This is pain. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let's just keep going through. 2 for most functions. The to function, which we have actually used, mostly to convert values to string. can actually be used for many other types. Why not read more of the manual? Yeah, let's do that right now. Construction syntax. Bro, I don't even know what structs are right now, bro. The struct and class construction syntax is available for other types too. We're just gonna do the two. I wonder what it can work with. So can we convert to the following program is trying to convert a double value to a short and a string value to an int. Let's try that. 2, and then you do, so what you do is 2, and then you do your destination value type, or destination type, and then your value. Yeah, this would work. So we'll take, okay, yeah, we'll just create a, I wanted to avoid converting it from another thing too. But we could assign dt.length to obviously its own another variable. So what if we could assign we'll try assigning it straight to this. We'll call it ln. I don't know why. Or actually cv for convert. Yeah, since we need dt.length as a fucking uint. Or maybe I could just switch everything around to u-long. That'd be a smart answer. Equals dt and then dot length. Now, let's try that. Bro, I'm falling asleep. I swear. Okay, so then we'll make this a u long. Do 2 exclamation point. Destination type and then the value. What? Value? Oh. Wait, what? Man, this shit's confusing. Well, I think I have a better answer to this. I don't know how well my better answer is gonna work, but well, let's try it out. We'll just select all of these. I actually don't even know how to use my fucking K advanced editing. What about, isn't there a section for selection? Tools. Man, I'm gonna have to do all of these. Well, you long. Bro, there's some IDs that are nice. I tried, try Control D. Okay. Or maybe he's not. Or is that a thing in here? Oh, I meant selecting. Oh, thank you. What the fuck? Whoa, that's weird. God, bro. Okay, that does not do it. Yeah, I'll be fine. We'll just u-long all of them. It shouldn't take that long. There's only about 1,000 of these suckers. If we just make them all into U long, then we can handle this shit easier. I don't know why I was using a uint to begin with. I'm sure I had a reason for that, actually. And that's just a regular integer. That's for the count, so that's fine. Oh, that didn't take that long. I don't know what I was so worried about. Ah, there's a section that's hidden. Please no uint in that. Okay, cool. Well, try compiling it now. Oh, it fucking... Wow, maybe it was just that I should have been doing it from the very beginning. Hello. Took a random index to D on 26. Index number 2 is oh, this is some basic shit, probably. It's inside of here. So when it does index number 2, that means that the length it's taking. I want to get more information about this though when I do it. So RGL is, we need to assign RGL to begin with. Right? Index. So this takes fucking hell, bro. Oh, good God. Index 2 is out of bounds. Basically means that it's not in the array. Like the array doesn't have index 2. It did kind of work. I mean, we also didn't really give it lots to do. It tried to divide it into 2 pieces. Index 2. What am I using RAS for? So RAS says assign to there. It's taking RG, which is, what is RG? RG equals DT length divided by that. So if it's DT.length divided by RN, so that would mean for hello we put in, actually let's get variables for that. Like let's put in write ln for this. Put in rn comma. I'll do this just to make it easy because this will allow me to debug. RG bro, I'm not even putting any spaces in there. What do you like about D? I couldn't tell you. I don't know enough to actually. What did I just fucking put long? Bro, my brain is racked. It's not like I have much experience with other languages. Sandwiches, bro. Sandwiches. That's what I like about D. D sandwiches. Sandwiches is crazy. Oh, God. These are beginner mistakes that are happening at this time. Ignore the beginner mistakes. Dot slash encryption. Enter string. Six to 14. And that was to say that it takes... What was it? So RN goes first. So we take RN. So RN goes equals uint. Yeah, or equals random number of that from dt.length. So in dt.length we've got 14. It decided 6 is the number, and then it went 2. And that is for dt.length divided by rn equals 2. Oh, okay. So I figured out what's going on here. We'll just put in this again. 6, 2, 14. Gives you 6, 2, and 14 every time. What? Hold on, this is weird. It's weird as shit. Well, that makes sense, though. It's good. I like that it's giving me that number every time. From 1 to DT. Well, maybe if we give it more options, bro. There we go. That's a lot better looking. Index 8. I like this one. Let's see. Let's make sure it's actually giving us good numbers anyway. Bro, that's good. And it decided 47's the length. Well, that makes sense, though. It decided to divide it into 3. And then select assign random numbers. So RN. We're not using RN down there, are we? No, okay. Index 8 is out of bounds. Oh! Hold on a second. I just realized. Wherever we put our, what is it? Index 8. So what it's trying to do, I know what's causing it to happen. Also, we need to put in a right line for S. But it gets there and goes 8. So 8 here, right? We got 8 there. The problem is that index 8 is out of bounds for the fucking array. Length of 0, which means that the array length of 0 was never, the array length was never assigned. So it's not assigning S. S should equal dt. Well, no, it doesn't. See, it's CT will be 0 because CT only applies to the for loop up here. So with CT up here, it should just turn into 0. It's not. I don't declare CT beforehand, do I? So I just would have to declare it. Why do I have CT as an int? I could just int. See if that works. Yeah, that will work. Well, it doesn't matter because this is fine, and then CT will be reset here anyway because it's a for loop. So the CT only applies within the bounds of this scope. And I think it's the same for this one as well. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure of that. If I'm not mistaken, it's definitely within that. Because it should apply within the scope, I'd assume. Also, this isn't its own scope as well, but that... Yeah, my C spidey sense is tingling. I got a hunch that my for loops are okay. I just slight suspicion, but I already know what the problem is. We know that index 8 is out of bounds for the array length of 0. So and the array length that's being assigned is array for S. And when it's trying to assign S, the problem with trying to assign S is that it hasn't been assigned a value yet. And so when we're trying to assign the string S, does DT get reset is my first question. DT does not get reset. We want to take the array S. I got it. I know exactly what we have to do. So when right after this shit, oh fuck. Yeah, I can't do that there. But we can declare the length of, or the dot length property for S. So S dot length equals, actually, do we need to do that? Ah, fuck. God damn it. Actually, I have an idea. We need to put whatever it gets divided by. So, right, we have 15 numbers, right? 15. What number was that? 15. Is this 15 numbers? We have 8, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes. So we need that middle value, which from up here, thank God I have this, RG. Oh, I can just put RG in there. Thank God. Yeah, no, I don't even need to do that. I can just put RG in there. I should assign the size. Now when I go to hit DMD encryption.d cannot be read. Okay, at compile time. Oh, that's an interesting thing to occur as well. Because RG is a product of that, and the for loop compiles apparently at compile time. Wait, no, dot length. Wait, yeah, no, that should be fine. Well, actually, we could have just assigned the string within this loop, or within this parameter. I think that would work. C has that feature. You could just do string.size in this. I can also take this out of the scope now, which makes it look pretty. Paste this here, which should allow it to work, assuming it's not the scope that's... Okay, that's fair enough. Ha! Rose gonna need to learn allocation. Should be fine. Check the manual. Hold on. Wait, allocation? Like, what do you mean? Like the size? Bro, I've already know how to do that shit. You just do dot size. You can take the size or dot length, and then you can do size of property or whatever the fuck. Actually, you can just do dot length even. You can literally set a length by using dot length. You can also use that to clear arrays too. It's really simple. But also, this is dynamic. Why don't I just use string DT? Why am I using string S? What? But also, I'm trying to read the shit here. Oh, interesting. Even though I don't know programming. Yeah, I barely know shit about this. Don't even know shit half the time. So I'll claim. D is my second favorite language now. Yeah. Is it because you can do the dot length? Like what I do here. Look, I do it right here too. RAS dot length. What is RAS? Oh. It's right there. String. Maybe the string doesn't want to be here because it's inside of a scope and it wants to be at void main. Fuck that shit, bro. Void main. It's cringeanium. Cannot be read at compile time. Where's RG at? It's up here. Literally up there. Well, it can't be read at compile time. But... Oh! The C... You have to manually allocate memory if VIA doesn't, or if VLA doesn't work. Cut. Enter. Paste. That somehow works? What the fuck? Wait a second. Bro, I think I know what's wrong with it. I got a strange suspicion. It's the scope. Scope's my problem. Wait a second, but I haven't even tried to put RG in there. Will it get mad at me for RG? Ah! Oh god. I know exactly what this means. This shit's fucking pain. Branium chloride. Well, let's just go ahead and do s.length and try that again. Did I try s.length earlier? If it doesn't work, then try just s.length and then rg. I hope this fucking works. Oh god. Wait. Cannot be. Oh. That's pain. Try that. Again, RG. Oh, okay, because I got rid of the RG part. Well, interesting. That's interesting. Cannot be read at compile time. Can I be... Bro. How is... Am I confused? Is it actually called RG? RG plus. Or is this... This is another case of it being in a scope, isn't it? No, it'd be RG. We have U long equals R and then lowercase g. And that somehow can't be inside of... Or doesn't... Is this a scope? Where's it at? Yeah, no, RG is before any of the scopes happen. It should apply to all of them then. So then, that's the real question of why... Well, I couldn't assign this... Huh? Can't be assembled at compile time. That's weird. I cannot... Oh. String... It's not a real value or some shit? Well, we try to assign the length. We could just do the whole formula in there. dt.length divided by rn. And just slap that whole thing in there. Bro, this is fucked. But if this works, who's gonna stop me, bro? Bro. Cannot be read at compile time. What if... What? How is DT not even able to be read? Well, I mean, I guess DT is just assigned anyway. Let's get rid of this. Let's undo that. Let's ask ourselves why, Todd. Why did we choose that? Why did we choose this lifestyle, Todd? Yeah, but it should... Like, I figured that much. I shouldn't have issues with it. Well, yeah, that's... But this is annoying. Does it need to have that? What the fuck? Okay. Suspicions have been confirmed. Well, we'll just keep doing shit until it works. That's my answer I usually give. Oh, wait. Shit. I just realized. Maybe... Oh, okay. So then I'd have to... We did try s.length. This is a dynamic array. So this string would be a dynamic array for a string. Then you do... Does it have to be a string array? Forgot. Maybe this is... Because it's a dynamic string. I've done shit like this before and it's worked. This is weird. I must have forgot some shit that I knew before. No. Don't do RG semicolon control S. What the fuck? Cannot implicitly convert to type. Oh wait, that's good. Let's try this again. That's good. That's good. We've made progress. Fuck, bro. How did I fuck this shit up so bad? How did I get so fucking confused? Nah, the s.length does work. Length does fucking brain power, bro. I swear. Well, at least we got that shit solved. That was a fucking issue and a half. That slash encryption. Alright, we made... For array length of 1. That's just a fluke right there. I think that's a fluke in the beginning part. Array length of 1. Array length of 1? What? Is it gonna do that every single... Bro, is this just me being unlucky, or... I mean, yeah, that's probably also part of the issue. Wait, oh, okay, I see. It is giving whole numbers. It's more likely to give you a 1, but... let's just write something really long. It kind of worked. 87 divided by 11 gives you 7. 7 segments! Whoa! And then, of course, D27, which is where it takes a slice. And out of bounds for array length of 7. Oh! I am now a genius at this time, men. Two is out of bounds for array length of 2. And then this is the other problem. We need to do RG minus 1. So anywhere where there is RG, it needs to be RG minus 1. Don't ask why, guys. Oh, fuck. Not -1, bro. RG minus 1 for now on. RG minus 1 for everyone, bro. Hell yeah. It has to be RG minus 1 because RG doesn't make 0. Boom. There we go. Now we'll be able to do Gordon. Nope. Fuck. Index 1 is out of bounds for array length of 1. Bro, I fucking... Wait. Did I not... That's the problem. It'll be able to encrypt Gordon. Gordon! Oh, fuck. Bro, we're gonna encrypt Gordon. Hell yeah. Half-Life of all time right here. Well, that's good news. It writes out 5 empty spaces. But that's where the part where we take... So S equals dt, and it takes a slice of dt from that number to that number. So we want to get an idea of what the slices are even. Well, it wrote S. Made decryption? Not yet. We're working on a new encryption. Bro, the old shit we had was spaghetti code. But this will revolutionize the Gordon Freeman code of all time, bro. We'll be able to encrypt shit like it's nothing. No, this is encryption 2, bro. Bro, cringeanium code right here. Cringeanium. Initializing. Bro, the cringeanium was unreal. By the way, if you guys want to check out my GitHub, it's actually a thing. I actually think I can find it probably. Bro, my GitHub's real, guys. Wait. Where's my GitHub? I swear to God. It's real. Has one repository available. Oh, wow. That's not me. Hang on. Bro, I have a Reddit page. Whoa. Bro, I don't even use Reddit anymore. I quit Reddit, guys. I have one repo though. Bro, I'm trying to find my own GitHub. What am I doing? I'm not gonna find it. It's not here. I'm back. It took 4 lines to batch and shuffle the list. Bro, that's because you're better than me at coding, bro. Well, I don't even know. Python's less picky. It took 4 lines to batch and shuffle the list, and then I have this. Well, hey, at least I'm making progress. What's the best way to use Linux in Mac? Literally, I'm cooked. Well, use Linux in Mac? What do you mean use Linux in Mac? Bro, do you guys see that guy who's asking about Linux in Mac? Is he trying to get Linux on Mac? I know a guy who's done that with a 2014 MacBook, but I don't know about a new MacBook. It's probably like impossible nowadays. And like the architecture of their Apple chips is fucking stupid probably. Bro, Apple chips are probably on stupid mode. And yet they still have a Unix operating system. Wonix! Bro, Wonix is best. Unix though? Technically, Mac is in the Unix family, isn't it? Bro, Mac OS is cringe. POSIX? Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. I'm just so used to calling it Unix. But no, yeah, you're right. POSIX. Still frying my GDT in my IDT in my OS, by the way. Congrats. Congrats. I'll steal that word. Congrats. That's great. What was I working on actually? I just had short-term memory loss for a second. Oh, right. We were trying to get it to type out Gordon in a weird way. We're close to it. One. It just takes one fucking slice, bro. At that point. Oh wait. 5 divide 6, give 1. Then doesn't do anything every time. Congrats for the progress. A few more steps. What if we put more letters? Oh! It doesn't like plus plus. What the fuck? Dude, I don't know what I did, but it did something really weird. Gordon Freeman plus plus. So it broke it. Bro. Oh god. Oh god. What have we done? Bro, if we look closely, you can see the Half-Life 2 logo in there. Fuck. Bro, it made a cool pattern though. I mean, that's something at least, right? Just put the whole word in there multiple times. Cooked like my Mac. Yeah. That's what we've done. We've really fried that one. Honestly, if I have some memes, do I have those still? It'd be in downloads, wouldn't it? Half-Life memes, other memes. I think it might be in other. No. Downloads. D tools? Maybe it's in F# tools. Oh yeah, here they are. Bro, it's cooked like this fucking hot dog. That's what it's cooked like. Straight up. Bro, I don't know whose hot dog this is, but that's fucked. That's not even a hot dog, that's like a fucking log. Only Mac I recognize is the burger Apple lost. It's peak when Steve Jobs left. RIP. A can of fried spam. I guess. It takes like, so what was the word length? It was like 7. Oh wait. Oh! Hold on. So it assigns none. It then assigns this one. It then assigned that one. It then assigned that one, and that one. But it's not taking a slice of DT. And so what we really need to do is take a slice of S. Yeah. What? Hold on. Let's just take a couple steps back and look at the past, right? That might hold the answers we're looking for. Encryption! Oh, God. But here we had some absolute shittiness, but there was a few successes here. Bro, this is absolutely the worst code, though. Bro, if it took you only a few lines of code, and then I wrote this shit, this is slop. This is literally slop. So, where is the section? I believe it was length. Was the first? Well, length was it was Z length. Yeah, it was length. 6 years of Python, man. Python veteran, bro. He survived the Great Python War, bro. The indomitable curiosity of a teenager. What are the recommendation will you give me for Linux? Should I buy any new device or something else? You should try Linux Mint, and I think they sell computers with that shit on it already. But I don't know, because I haven't bought from them. I honestly would try buying from them. I don't know if that's worthwhile, but yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't even do a pre-build anymore. Like, I think I'm on my last pre-build PC of all time, honestly. Now I've learned what I've learned, I could probably put some shit together on my own. Like, I recommend Mint for beginners because it's like 100% less likely that something's gonna get fucked up and you're gonna screw shit up badly. And then be like, oh, Fedora Workstation is it is more polished than the KDE edition. That's a good suggestion too. Well, to be honest, I wanted to use KDE Plasma because I thought about it, and then I got. This is gonna be crazy, but I had Kubuntu, right? Which is like Ubuntu with KDE or some shit like that. Who fucking knows? Bro, but it's their version. And then that shit was absolute slop. So then I was like, somebody told me to use Fedora KDE Fedora. And then boom. Was on, bro, I think Linux Mint is my favorite distro. It's like, it's simple, it doesn't break, Doesn't need any extra shit. Bro, Mint is like the fucking Windows 7 of Linux, bro. I'm telling you. Of Linux with fucking graphics. GNOME installs half the internet with it. Bruh. 3,000 terabytes, bro. Oh, God. This length. Pindex, bro. Pindex. We're taking I was using iterative loops to take... Wait, no. M equals slice equals S. B3 minus... what is S, though? S equals A dot dupe. So A is... Oh, my God. Bro. Fucking single letters. Fucking... cringe, bro. We know A is the first one. We know A is the first one. This is terrible. This is well, we are doing this right. Wrong. We're not doing it right, but why? Why, Todd? Why have we chosen to do things this way? We're going to take an S. Now it's just the slopified clinkers. What's going on? Clankers? Is that a thing that I can say or no? Remember the times where Stack Overflow is a bro. now it's just the slopified clank, like robots. And then my first ever experience with what was it called, Stack Overflow, was I asked a question and then some guy was like, man, I don't even remember, it was so long ago. Or some guy asked me for my code and I was like, oh, okay, and I didn't share it, and then I was like fucking banned or some shit. Yeah. They didn't like new people. They timed out me for like, I think a day or some shit. 2 days. And I just never ever bothered with it again. See, nowadays it's really easy for people to like get into something for like an entry level, but I think it's really easy for people to get burned out on shit. See, if you're really trying to get into something for like beginners, right? Like beginners, like it's not as hard as it used to be with all of the progression of technology and shit, and basically enhancing our own capabilities using what a computer could do to think for us. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that anybody should use AI, but for beginners, AI is like makes it really easy. It's like Arc users. When you're a beginner. Yeah. Like when I was first learning like Linux console commands, that was really helpful. Cuz you could just be like, "Oh, how do I make an sh file do this?" Bro, everybody is. I swear, except for me. I'm actually going to switch from Fedora. I'm going to switch from Fedora, not to Arc, but I'll have to find some other distro. I think Debian's pretty good. Think I'll go Debian, guys. Guys, should I go Debian? Should I go Debian, chat? This is a thing I should do. Let's assign S. I guess. Maybe no. Okay. DT isn't a string though, so why is it? We need to assign DT to some shit. Debian is stable? Okay, cool. Debian isn't really for daily driving. Got it. Yeah, Linux Mint Debian edition. More like server stuff? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Gotta... Man, guys, I should go with Kali Linux next. Bro, Kali Linux. It's got Kali in the name. Of course it's gonna be great for gaming, guys. I'm telling you. Actually, Wonix for gaming. Wonix for gaming? Hell yeah, guys. String A. Bro's gonna go into his hacker arc. Yeah. Bro, we'll have a face cam and I'll just have a black hoodie on. With my fucking green keyboard as is, bro. Shit glows green. It's all the radium on it. Oops, maybe I shouldn't have spilled all of that radium paint I acquired somehow. Don't ask me where I got that from. Sudo apt install Hollywood. We're just gonna say that this is A for now on. And we're gonna remove string A from that. We're gonna just put a string called string A here. S.length equals dt.length. Is that what I should do? Yes, I think this is what I should do. Yes, I think this is perfect, guys. I swear, this is gonna be the best program of all time. And then it's gonna be shitty. In like 2 weeks, it'll be shitty. Bro, it was like 2 a.m. an hour ago is what you told me. Should you sleep or nah? Bro, just get an energy drink. Energy drinks are for real men. We need 42 brave men over the age of 20. Monster. It's the move. I swear. I quit sleeping a long time ago. I only sleep an hour every night, and then I lay in bed for the rest of it. My body doesn't want to sleep anymore. I collect the tabs. It's the move. String A. Bro, Monster's like coffee of the future. I swear. Or meth. Meth is coffee. Bro, meth is coffee of the future. Drink like 6 a week. I drink 7 a week. Actually, sometimes 14. Bro, I'm gonna die from that shit. 14 a week is insane. 2 cans a day. I want to drink more. DT. 6 a week is weak. Yeah, man. Bro, it's probably something we shouldn't do, but I can't tell you not to do it. I mean, it's not like me telling you not to just make you angry, honestly. It's your life, you can make your choices, but I honestly need to... I think I need to stop drinking Monster. I just don't do it. I drank 3 energy drinks in a single day. Bro, that's fucking cursed. Is a very, very, very long sentence. Please work RNGesus engine. Oh! This. I like it's just a fucking string of this. Good God. Bro, this. Wait, that was because we didn't do DMD encryption. Gordon, we're doomed. Go. Bro, it's fucking go. Gordon, go. Okay. $17 after all. Choices for me. Oh. Dot / encryption. Let's try it again, Gordon. Gorda. Bro. We've just made a thing that takes out the last letter of everything. Oh God. Go gadget. Oh god. What the fuck is it? It's just taking the whole fucking string. What about... It takes a slice. It's taking the slice from the RG1, which when we did RG1... So RG 1, 30, 30. So it decides to divide by 1, and if you divide by 1, you get the fucking whole number back. Boom. So this is all of these are all on the same line. Never mind. But why is it just giving me a whole statement instead of a slice? So if RG was 30, right? 30 is in the middle. Sounds like you're going to have to go to sleep now. You're cooked. Oh, RG is the last one. So RG is 30. Fuck. So if we use RG, that doesn't make a slice. What is the other thing that makes the slice? There's RG, and then there's RN, which is... Or actually, dt.length divided by Rn gives us that. What? What the fuck is this shit? Hold on. You divide you divide dt.length by Rn. Which gives you RG. So RG was 30. We divided by 1, which means it should just be... Oh. Okay. And then we're trying to take a slice of it using 30 as well. Obviously, that's not going to work. And then we also use RG to assign... Oh, God. That's why it doesn't work. It's because I am dumb. Well, I actually know why it doesn't work, but I can't explain why it doesn't work. Alright. Well. It just doesn't work, guys. That's my simple answer. Right line, S. S.length. No, none of that matters. RG is what matters. See, because we're taking 30. We're just doing 30 minus 1. Then we're doing 31 minus 1 for the ends. Then we're trying to subtract it by the RG last, but there was no RG last. And RG doesn't increase. I've realized one thing. We don't even increment RG. If we're not incrementing RG, how can we take RG and say it's a different value every time? That's why we were getting go-go, because it was taking 2 letters and it wasn't incrementing every time. And RG equals R, or plus equals RG, semicolon, Control S. Whoa, dot slash encryption, wait. We'll just put in Gordon. G. Fucking hell. We wanted to start at 0 though, because when you do it at 0, so you do RG, start with RG at 0. But RG is going to start at 30. You know, in that case earlier. Here it starts at 6. Oh, wait. So it will make sense. We start at we assign 3. No, it divides it by 2. But then it doesn't take chunks of... What? Okay, so it doesn't... I'm not using the correct value. If that makes sense. See, RG shouldn't be used in this case. We should divide by RG to get the number that we need. Right? Or, no. We could just divide by the length of the array, RAS, in this case. Because that will also give us the same result that we're looking for. That makes sense? RG. Well, yeah. Just fucking scrap this. Well, we need a slice, right? And we need to take that slice, because RG is DT divided by RN. That gives you the total number of individual characters. So in this case, we have 6 characters in. So it's 6 divided by 3. So we should have 2 groups of 3 coming out of this. There should be 2 groups of 3, which means that the length is not going to be 6. So when we assign our length of string this, should be ras.length, which is a first change that I'm going to make. And I believe now if we DMD encrypt plus equals what? Bro. Well, we'll figure that out. RG equals plus RG. Okay. Index 2 is out of bounds for array length of 2. Okay. Gordon commit. Okay. Let me see. 4, 2, 1, 3. Then we do index 4 is out of bounds for array length. Index 4 is out of bounds for array length of 4. Ah, right. We need to add +1 to this. Bro, I'm fucking dying right now. That's what's going on. I don't even know what to type for it to encrypt, but also took 9 to try to divide by 7. What is this, matrix? Hex? What? Oh. Well, basically we're taking a thing and then we're scrambling it. A very long sentence to scramble. Why the fuck is it dividing by 30? What? Bro, this shit's terrible. Array index 1 is out. Wait, what's the array index though? It's on D27. That's the fucking. Oh. Huh, okay. Doesn't even have an array index of 1? What am I taking an array index of 1 from? A slice? Oh, because A doesn't have a length. Alright, we'll do DT. Try that. You don't understand? Okay. Okay, we got somewhere with this. We're back to where we were at. G. Okay, that's good news. That's good. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. So it wants to give us characters of 2. Now, the problem is that our slice isn't representing the characters of 2. Somehow. And I'm curious what the value of RG is. Jesus. Bro. RN Jesus is in our hands now. 1. Bro. Divide by 1. This is just fucking math at this point. That's the fucking issue I'm having. One. Fuck you, math, bro. Math. Always fucking me over every single time. Two? B. The first letter. I mean, let's try... Yeah, well, it's taking 27. It's dividing 70 divides by... Wait. What's the first one? First one's RN. Where's our word size, even? We don't even have a word size for this. Uniform 1 dt.length. Then we divide dt.length by rn. So this should be 1. So it decides it's 27 to dt.length. Now, in here we have rn first. So rn was 27. We need rn to be the... That's the word length. Oh! This makes more sense, guys. I'm using RG where I need... RG is the full length. RG represents a full length of the word. Wait, no. What the fuck? Bro, what is the point of RN? Or DT length? Well, DT length you divide... 27 divide by... RN, right? So it'd be 27 or 70 divided by 27 gives me 2, which is not wrong. I don't think. Maybe. Bro, I love Linux, bro. 2.5. We need to round up as well. Fuck! We're doomed. Yeah. Wait, what? It's got its own calc? Well, this is, maybe. K-calc? Bro. No way, chat. K-calc? Guys. Bro, there's K-mail too. Contact. Contact! K, right? KDE text editor. What is this, fucking notepad? Oh, by the way, KDE makes everything standardized. So, like, you see how, like, this shit's like this? Where it's, like, kind of like this kind of style, this layout? Let's get rid of that. Where it's like this layout, basically. Well, this... Well, well, console's kind of the same. Same, but not really. But, this shit is laid out the same as this shit, almost. Like, look at this. Practically the same layout. I could just be losing my mind, but my fucking email is the same layout as the rest of that shit, too. And, you know, I'm pretty sure the store. Oh, what the fuck? Bro, same layout. Sidebar. Bro, I need to install 56 updates. And I need to take a break. I've been doing this for too long today, and I think I need to take a break. Come back tomorrow. We can probably knock it all down. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time, and have a good one.